This is the report.
Huh.
But your lordship has asked for on the earlier occasion, last order, from the legal remembrancer. And Lord, the case diary, your lordship has directed the state to produce the case diary. Lordship has asked me to
Case
produce the
diary,
case
yes.
diary. And this is the report also, my lord.
Was a case diary produced when the accused person surrendered in court?
The instructions I don't have, Lord, I will take. But if your lordship kindly give me 5 minutes time, Lord, I can. The Prem and Chand and Telua, who were arrested and Lord, allowed PC. And after PC, when they returned, Lord, before the land court below, case diary produced and granted bail on that day. Rest, my lord, thereafter surrendered and take bail from the. There is no order for calling the case diary.
That seems to be from the report also.
Bail, Chand, Telua, and my lord,
that is there in the report, sir.
Three persons were arrested, taken into police custody. Yeah, thereafter, when returned, case diary produced. After considering, bail was granted.
Those were in case of arrested persons.
Arrested persons.
So far on 18/10/2024, these four.
Thereafter, arrest not surrendered and bail, but no blood received from any order from the court below that produced the case diary. Police later on blood came to learn that they have been granted bail on surrender. But pardon me, Lord, I am taking seat, Lord.
Yes, what is your case, sir?
My case is, Millet, if your lordship kindly sees my FIR, the letter of complaint which I have lodged before the concerned police station, that categorically demonstrates explosion of the bombs. And in fact, that was the case of the prosecution also. Now, if your lordship kindly sees that once this explosion of bombs is there, and that prima facie attracts the provisions of the Explosive Substance Act. Now, once it's attracted under the Explosive Substances Act, then the mandate is that it's being a scheduled offense, Section 6 comes into play. The moment Section 6 comes into play, as per my understanding, probably the state doesn't have any discretion for not sending the report to the central agency, and the central government, if any discretion is there, that is with the central government. Now, this is not a single incident that had taken place. Earlier also repeated attempts has been made, for which I had to approach this honorable court. Thereafter, the protections was there. I am enjoying a special protections from a CRPFs because of the life threat and this continuous attacks. So if entire thing taken into consideration, at least there has to have some compliance of Section 6. Otherwise, it categorically shows that the state agency is trying to shield the persons and trying to give an undue extension of their protection to these persons, Millet.
But how do you come to know state has not informed the central government?
Well, that is my humble prayer is this, that my prayer is to transfer this investigation.
That is for transfer.
Transfer.
But what is your knowledge? What is your knowledge to the extent that the information has not been sent to central government?
Well, I cannot say anything regarding this because I will not be privy to that information. Maximum I can pray for a transfer of the investigation to the NIA, the offense made out from there being a scheduled offense. Now, whether they have complied with or they have not complied with, well, that should be before your lordship. And my understanding of Section 6 is this, Millet, that in this type of offenses, when a prima facie Section 3B of the Explosive Substance Act is attracted, probably no discretion is left with the state agency.
No, but information. But the central government can suo moto take up the investigation also.
Can suo moto, but she would kindly say the suo moto power is in Section 6, subsection 5. Prior to that, there is a Section 6, subsection 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Section is chronologically.
I'm not on that, Millet. I'm not saying that. Millet, central government can obviously take a suo moto cognizance of the incident, but at the same time, there is a duty on the part of the state agency also for giving this information. And if your lordship kindly says the Caesar list, which I've annexed to the.
So these are two separate issues. One is that you don't have any information whether state has sent any report or not. That's not supposed to be with you also, number one. Number two, even if it is a report sent to a central government, then also it is not compulsory upon the state government to take up the investigation or not.
Central government, it's compulsory on the central government. My issue is this, whether it is rejected by the central government. Because the purpose of incorporation, it's not that all the offenses under the law has been introduced as a scheduled offense under the NIA. Certain specific offenses has been introduced under the scheduled offenses. Once this specific offences has been introduced as the schedule offences, some importance, some gravity, something is there for which these offences have been introduced, and a duty has been enshrined on
What
the
is the purpose of constituting the National Investigating Agency?
Well, the purpose was to protect the national security and the circumstances. Millet, I am not, but that in spite of that, Millet, the scope of the decision or scope or the responsibility of the taking decision is with the central government, Millet.
So if the central government suo motu takes up, we have gone. You are involving a court to transfer an investigation. Try to appreciate. Central government has got suo motu powers. Number one. State government may inform, and even after information, it is also discretion of the central government whether to take up an investigation or not. Thirdly is that even if this is there, state government has been empowered also to investigate such offences. Under the act itself, you come. 10. Section 10.
Save as otherwise provided in this act, nothing contained in this act shall affect the powers of the state government to investigate and prosecute any schedule offence or other offences under any law for the time being in force. This save and otherwise, if we read section 10 along with section 6, subject to correction, may I place section 6 first? On receipt of the information and recording thereof under section 154 of the code relating to any schedule offence, the officer in charge of the police station shall forward the report to the state government forthwith. On receipt of the report under subsection 1, the state government shall forward the report to the central government as expeditiously as possible. May I pause here for a moment, Millet? I should kindly appreciate. So far as the nature of the allegation is this, which prima facie attracts the offence under the Explosive Substance Act, not the Explosive Act. This is because the nature of the offence, the gravity of the offence, and the punishment incorporated therein. So the investigating agency at the inception should have registered the case under the Explosive Substance Act, not the Explosives Act.
Very good. But this must be read with the object of the act, come to the preamble of the act.
Sovereignty, security, and integrity. That is the.
Do you have anything to say regarding these accused persons? There are a list of accused persons. By this time, you were having the FIR. That the nature, these persons have committed something which will affect the sovereignty, security, and integrity of India.
That is something which should have been transferred more from the case diary or from the process of the investigation.
And from the CCTV footage also.
From the materials on the from the materials collected during the investigation. Because my issue is this: once a FIR has been registered under a diluted provision of law, so there must be some reason for this. At the inception, the investigating agency should have registered the FIR for the best offences available from the record, highest offences available from the record. There cannot be dilution at the stage of the registration of the case. But once this dilution is given, that some way or the other indicates the malice of the agency. And this malice will, to some extent, extended up to the fate of the investigation or the manner in which the investigation will be proceeded with.
So this act is no way connected with this type of offences, because you see, if you read, everything is internationally connected wise. You see the preamble of the act. Had you wanted CBI, I could have understood that there are other issues involved. You are wanting NIA. NIA has been constituted for a specific purpose. And the specific, if you see over here, an act to constitute an investigation agency at the national level to investigate and prosecute offences affecting the sovereignty, security, and integrity of India, security of state, friendly relations with foreign states, and offences under acts enacted to implement international treaties, agreements, conventions, and resolutions of the United Nations, its agencies, and other international organizations, and for matters connected therewith or incidental thereto. You want any other central agency, I will consider that from a different perspective. This is a separate issue totally.
My lord.
But if you want NIA, then you have got to satisfy the preamble of this NIA.
Very well, my lord. Then
Try to understand.
I understand that what is followed.
Because one judgment I deliver on this. Series of litigations will flow. I have got all to, these are small agencies.
My lord.
And going by the nature of these offences which have been complained of, I understand that the floodgate will open, basically. And same thing, there no investigation will be done, only what is happening now, arrest and then stagnating of circumstances. So first satisfy me regarding this, that the nature of the offence complained of, initial FIR, sections are diluted, these I will consider later on. But that the nature of the offence, the FIR was by a person of either known to you or whoever has done that FIR. Now, these contents of the FIR falls within the preamble of the Act.
My lord.
Because there must be a foundation of it. You want any other central agency, I will consider that in the perspective, different perspective. Try to appreciate. But you are wanting with a prayer for transfer to NIA.
A specified agency.
A specified particular agency. Now, so far as the specified particular agency is concerned, that has been constituted for a specific purpose. Where on the face of it, it's an international affair involved over here, clubbed with that, the security sovereignty of the
Integrity of the country.
concerned. Now, you have got to tag this case and compare this case with that one.
Very well, my lord. Then kindly keep it on the next Friday, my lord. I'll come back. Kindly keep it on the next Friday, my lord.
Friday will be very difficult. You understand what is there. Again, I've got the criminal divisions to attend. This
I
side of the
understand, but
vacation.
also kindly appreciate this matter is pending since long, and if the charge sheet and everything is by this time.
Even if it is filed, sir, if it is a law which is decided, then it will be decided because
Your lordship has a vast experience that your lordship knows that once a charge sheet is filed, after that a transfer of investigation, the consequence of that. So if your lordship kindly give some precedence to this matter, my lord,
Any cases after the charge sheet, Lord, I will.
even if your lordship kindly intends to take it up on the Tuesday or Wednesday, I have no
on
issue.
the reopening day, I'm keeping this matter 2nd of January because see, I won't be able to apply my mind within such a short. This is a matter which requires consideration. Had it been any other central agency, I would have easily considered the different parameters. But your parameters are completely different.
Very well, my lord, I'll come back on 2nd minute.
Yes, Mr. Mujumdar. Huh? You are appearing for whom? Union of. You file an affidavit that I have not received a letter. Huh? What reference? The number is there. FIR number is there.
State government, the ministry of.
সেটা আমি এখন
Then I can find it.
But Mr. Banerjee, this is pathetic. In a 307 offense, somebody will go to the court and will get bail by surrendering when police authorities are searching by them, searching for them.
Whether this is actual searching or not, that is also your lordship has to decide.
First of all, Lord, see first taken in custody, police custody, and thereafter, my lord, when they
Those persons I'm not bothered about.
No.
But the rest
others,
of,
my lord, I talked just now. Others after that
Others-
surrendered.
sir, the leader of the team surrendered and got bail. The part, according to the FIR.
Mile.
Huh?
No, so far as your lordship is concerned, Lord, I will not say anything, but I will take care of that. I will certainly take care of that, and I'll tell them what steps has to be taken. That I'll say. But Lord, so far as Lord, if your lordship already, Lord, passing to the mind, your lordship has not made up your mind, lordship's mind, but passing to the mind whether preamble of the act is attracted or not, that is to be considered. That is
That I
the-
will
that
consider,
is the-
definitely. Definitely, you are Union of India, definitely, sir.
Because your lordship has to consider the state of West Bengal is a bordering state. So there is always a threat perception is there. How the explosive is coming to the state, who is bringing it? But this is the wide the ability of the entire scenario. So that has
And
to
also,
consider-
Lord, your lordship will
I shall make
consider.
a submission of that.
And also, your lordship kindly consider, I will produce the CCTV footage also. The conduct, nature, and no, that is relevant.
What
that is
the
relevant.
explosive is being used-
That is relevant. That is relevant because your lordship knows Who is the petitioner here?
No,
I will not say anything.
no. As a matter of policy, sir, I will not go to the human being, sir.
No, not even me. But
I will go by the.
at the same time, your lordship kindly see the CCTV footage. By the grace of the CRTF, what he has done on that day.
Mr. Banerjee, if I go by this, then I have got to check into what was the conduct of the public prosecutor in the court below. Why he did
Yes,
everything has to be
absolutely.
Huh?
I will not say anything about this. Absolutely.
in a sessions tribal offence. Case diary will not be produced before a magistrate, and on maybe magistrate grants bail. I will consider the legality, illegality. That's a different issue. But then in a sessions tribal offence, without the case diary on surrendering, without assessing the role of each of the.
Kindly reflect this in your lordship's order when you are to dispose of that matter. Kindly reflect it. So that not everybody will be concerned.
One thing, that one of the FIR and the accused person against whom another proceeding of the NIA is pending. Accused number 1, Namit Singh.
Sir, there is no principle being followed, sir. On logic, I will not pass another.
Separately, I shall also make my submission. Why your lordship should invoke these sections?
This is because once and for all I set down, then I will not deter in other cases also. Because once these things are transferred, then nothing is done. Because what is the staff strength, if I say, of NIA in West Bengal? You tell me. Mr. Maiti is appearing for NIA. Yes, what is the staff strength?
I'm surrounded by the central government's NIA.
Our staff is very limited. Now 3-4 officers have been transferred over here, because some cases are being done, That's why, we have also incorporated some other officers from other cadres.
You are taking deputation officers, what they will go and do? From other states, state police, you are deputing police officers. That's why in counterfeit currency, you are reaching up to border. Other side of the border, you cannot go. In any case, you have been able to go outside the border and seize counterfeit currency, you tell me.
In some cases, it is being done. In some
cases. You show for nabbing any offender.
Second থাকতো
যাই হোক চলুন একটা করে অর্ডার করে দিয়ে তারপরে সেকেন্ড অন রিওপেনিং প্লিজ কাম প্রিপেয়ার্ড or if you getting a breathing time second
and third deep
Your lordship knows, that's why. 7, your lordship kindly fix it on 7. Sotodru, ye koro na. 7 subject to your lordship's convenience.
No, convenience is
about a month.
I've got to stretch the convenience.
Yesterday I said at 5:45.
You start 1 day. This is not a 1 day's matter, sir. Because see, on perception or on logic, passing an order being dissatisfied with the state agency is another thing. I'm dissatisfied already, I can see. But whether it will be NIA or not, that is also to be taken into account.
That is the preamble of the statute. That is why
your lordship is absolutely
because in many investigations we are dissatisfied. Even the prosecutors are dissatisfied with the investigation.
In some cases, High Court and Supreme Court, they are monitoring the investigation.
So those are different aspects totally. But if we flood this type of investigating agencies who are supposed to assess regarding international affairs with local affairs having taken place, this is heinous offense. I don't dilute this.
But one thing you can keep in mind, huge quantity of explosives, how it is coming to the state of West Bengal.
That's a different.
That is the preamble of the act. That is the reason NIA Act, the preamble was instituted.
No, that you can come in a different case, sort of cases. That is not the prayer. That is not the prayer over here. Prayer is for transfer of investigation.
Who is going to assess from where these explosives are coming?
The entire West Bengal affairs should be referred to the NIA. Because everyone places yes. Explosives are there.
Not all this.
Yes.
If it is coming,
That is the
That is the
বন্ধ করুন
Ramnagar incident, the